I have been looking forward to Fast and the Furious 7 for absolutely ages. It has to be one of my favourite series of films. The action, the stunts, the cast are all just amazing, and I couldn't wait to see this film. As you may or may not know, Paul Walker, who is one of the main cast members of the Fast and the Furious franchise, passed away during the production, and this left some of his scenes unfinished, so some were given to other actors. The cast includes Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, and Dwayne Johnson. Their storylines are what most of the film is based around. In Fast and the Furious 6, they defeated a bad guy called Owen Shaw with personal losses to their own team. Now, in Fast and the Furious 7, we get to meet his big bad brother, Deckard Shaw, played by the one and only Jason Statham. As Toretto says in the film, the sins of London have followed them home. The fight between Deckard Shaw and Hobbs, aka Dwayne Johnson, is just incredible, only matched by Deckard's fight with Vin Diesel later on in the film. Both fights are legendary and have to be seen to be believed. Fast and the Furious 7 also serves to fix the timeline of the franchise as a whole, because until now, Tokyo Drift existed outside the main timeline. And it was pretty cool to see a little bit more from Lucas Black, aka Sean Boswell, who's the main character in Tokyo Drift. If you have seen that film, you'll remember that at the end, Dominic Toretto challenges the new DK to a race. While it would have been absolutely cool to see it, I can understand why they didn't show it. Jordana Brewster plays Mia, Dominic Toretto's sister and wife to Brian O'Connor. She has a little bit to do in this film, but for the most part her storyline is put to the side to focus on the main issue. And that is the fact that Deckard Shaw is after the team because of what they did to his brother. Kurt Russell also has a role in this film as Mr. Nobody, a government spy determined to get God's Eye back, a sort of device that can track anybody anywhere. As you can imagine, a device that will let you track anybody anywhere in the world would be useful in finding someone that's out to get you. And that is exactly what Mr. Nobody offers Dominic Toretto and the team, which, as you can imagine, paves the way for some interesting and outrageous set pieces, and if you've seen the trailer you'll know exactly what some of those are. The trailer showcases some of the cool bits of the film, but the film itself keeps enough back to keep you entertained and engaged throughout. Due to the events of the early part of the film, Hobbs, played by Dwayne Johnson, he hasn't seen that much throughout the film, but he does play a key role in the finale. He has a really cool scene and some really good lines, and maybe it would have been nice to see a little bit more from him. Deckard Shaw, aka Jason Statham, is a key part of the film and has some really cool scenes. He puts up a real fight. It's not one of those pushover bad guys, and even when you think you're safe or you've got him backed into the corner, he's tough and he doesn't go down without a fight. It would have been nice to see him a little bit more in the film, but whenever he popped up he made it more exciting, more tense, more action-packed. Those sequences for the trailer were even more insane and crazier than I could have imagined. They are really well done and made everything more exciting. I doubt the film will win any Best Picture or Best Acting awards, but it was just incredible and an insane ride. If you like the Fast and the Furious films, then you'll love this one. During the film, the team have to save a hacker called Ramsey, played by Natalie Emmanuel. She's a pretty good actress, she fits in well with the team, and she has a little bit of action, a little bit of dialogue. She gets to interact with the whole team in different ways. Paul Walker has some really good action scenes. We get some cool free running in this film. There's some really good fight scenes between him and some of the bad guys. Vin Diesel has some great fight scenes. And as I mentioned earlier, he fights Jason Statham. The fight between those two is just insane, even more so than the one against Dwayne Johnson earlier in the film. It just goes on for ages. Their fight was juxtaposed with the action on the street, and I thought it worked really well. It may be 137 minutes long, but you don't really notice. The pacing is really good. There is quite a lot going on in this film, and it does feel a little bit jumbled at times, but I just think that makes this film work really well. Instead of teasing what might happen in the next film, Fast and the Furious 7 pays tribute to Paul Walker, who passed away during production. There is some really nice dialogue from the cast, and some of Paul Walker's best bits are included in a montage at the end of the film, a montage that will just move you to tears. It is very moving. The film itself is amazing, it's incredible, it's action-packed, it's got some great scenes. Jason Statham is a welcome addition. It ties in the events of Tokyo Drift very well, and also has a pretty nice story. The cinematography in this film is just incredible. It was directed by James Wan. It sounds amazing, has some really good soundtracks to it that fit nicely, and I just think it was a great addition to the Fast and the Furious franchise. And if you have seen it, then why not let me know what you thought of in the comments. Please like my video, check out some of my other film reviews. My name is James Hayward, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.